What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and I just played the War League game against Tyrone or Winter Rise. His name on DB is Tyrone something. Let me see. Tyrone Slothrop. Alright, so we're gonna show y'all how it went down here. Just played about 5 minutes ago, so fresh upload here. I throw scissor, he throws scissors, and I just think he's gonna get back on scissors, so I just throw down the rock. Throw it down on him, so I get to go first. Alright. That's great. I open Chaos Sork, Solemn, Duo, Knock, Upstart, and Book. Not the worst hand, pretty good. He's got Thunder Dragon, Scapegoat, Knock, Sangin, and Deco. I roll a 3 and snipe his Knock. That shit off my phone. Snipe his Knock there. And he throws out the Scapegoat. I decide to fire the Upstart into Pot of Motherfucking Greed. Let's go. So draw 2, draw Heavy and Deco. So I decide to set Book and Solemn. Just like if you got Heavy, you got Heavy. Fuck it. So he draws into a Duo. He throws the Thunder Dragon and gets 2 more. He runs the Singing out and Delinquent Duos. And I decide that I want to keep my hand, and I just Solemn the fuck out of that. So just pay the half. Let's go. He goes into attack and attacks my Deco. I draw into an Upstart, and he just passes. I draw into BLS. I fire another Upstart and draw into another Solemn. And I decide to just switch the Deco and just swing bada and let the party run. Give him his search. It's got to get off the field eventually, so don't have any other play I can do besides that. So he grabs himself a Mystic Tomato. I set Solemn and pass. He draws into a Solemn. So he decides to run the Mystic Tomato out and just pass. He doesn't crash right there, which I don't understand why he didn't crash there, but it's fine. So I decide to switch my Deco to defense and set a Spy and pass. He draws into Spirit Reaper, okay? He sets his Deco and passes. I draw into Thunder Dragon. He Solemns the Spy here. Alright. So now I'm just like, I guess I gotta get the ball rolling here. If it ain't this turn, it's gonna be next turn. So I discard the Thunder Dragons and go. And decide to tribute. Now I have 2 darks. I knock his face down. I discard the other Thunder Dragon, special summon, and drop. So, and that is the game 1, people. Chaos Sork, BLS, and Thunder Dragon. Attack into the tomato. Attack again with BLS. Attack. That is the game 1. The good old Thunder Dragon. I don't know why he Solemned the Spy. I guess he didn't really like it, so he did it though. So we're on to game 2. Game 2, he's got Pot, BLS, Chaos Sork, MST, Thunder Dragon, and Mirror Force. So he's gonna Pot a Greed before discarding the Thunder Dragon. I don't understand why people do this shit. But okay, he did it. He draws into Sangin and Ring. The reason why you don't do that is obviously you want to thin your deck, but also you don't want to draw the Thunder Dragon with the Pot. I mean, you have to discard your Thunder Dragon before you play Pot and Graceful. It's just the way it is. I mean, maybe you see, like last a game I just played, I did that and Graceful was on the top. I grabbed my 2 Thunder Dragons and then I upstarted and I still drew Graceful. I was like, hell yeah. And went right back on top. But so that was definitely a misplay there. Just saying, it's a little minor misplay, but it could be major if you draw into a Thunder Dragon off the Pot or the Graceful. So he sets Sangin. He drew Ring, MST, and Mirror Force here, I guess. And he decides to set Sangin and set MST and just pass. I draw into Torrential Tribute. I run the Breaker out. I break or break, it's a MST. That was wonderful. Now I decide to set torrential, because if this is a faith here, maybe I can like fucking convince him to grab MST over pot. But it's a Sengen, so now he gets to search. He searches a Spirit Reaper here. Okay. He draws into meta. Now, he drew meta, so I don't understand why when he dropped... I don't understand what this dude's doing at all. Yeah, he did throw this shit bad. If you're watching this shit, you threw it bad, bro. You're supposed to meta the Chaos Sork here, and then go into fucking Ryu Senshi, so you just fucking... But instead, he wanted to keep his meta for some reason. So he banishes my shit, and then instead of doing what I just said, he decides to run Spirit Reaper out. I'm just like, torrential? I boarded it in game 2. Let's go. Torrential that shit. So that was great. That was the quick, easy, let's go. He sets a ring and passes. I draw into Mirror Force. So now I just summon Sengen and attack for 1,000. And I set the Mirror Force and pass. He draws into a Scapegoat. He discards a Thunder Dragon and drops BLS. Instead of just using priority, he is trying to big brain me here. He's like, this guy's got a Jar of Greed or some bullshit face down. But instead I had Mirror Force, so I just Mirror Force his shit. So I torrentialed his Chaos, and now I Mirror Force his BLS. Poor guy, like, Jesus Christ. He could have just meta in the right extension, he would have won the whole game. Alright, so now I draw into Graceful Charity. So now I'm just like, alright, let's fucking go. I fire the Graceful. I draw into Tribe, Wing Blast, and Solemn. I discard a Spy and a Sinister. I decide to just go to battle again. Like, fuck it, let's go. And he uses Scapegoat. Again, you misplayed. You should have definitely took the 1,000 again, and then in phase used it. But it didn't matter because I didn't try, so I guess he saved 1,000. Okay, that's cool. So now he's got his 3 goat tokens. This man decides to use the meta now and bring the 1,000 I strict out to suck up my Sengen. So this shit is great. I take another 1,000. Alright, that's the first 1,000 I think I've taken. Alright, I don't do nothing, okay? And then he just passes. I draw on the BLS, I grab my Sinister back, and I decide to run the Tribe out, and instantly use the effect to pop the 1,000 Eyes, and I grab Tsukiyomi, decide to run into the goat token and just say go. He draws into Solemn, he runs a Tsukiyomi out. Figure there's no reason for me to Solemn this shit. Like, I'd rather just wait for other shit that could happen. So he attacks into the Tribe, and he sets a Solemn and just passes. Okay, I draw into Sinister. I decide to standby phase, put the Solemn back on top. Because I'm just like, fuck it, I might as well. And decide to just set Fate and set Wing Blast and pass. This, if he's got another meta, I can Wing Blast the shit. And there's no point to bring BLS out here because it's not game. So I wait on the BLS, obviously. And he decides to just set Solemn and pass. I decide to Wing Blast and put the thing back on top again. So there it goes. I draw into a Thunder Dragon, which is a great draw. I decide to flip Faith. He says okay. So he has his ring. I get my Graceful back. I discard Thunder Dragon. Grab 2 more Thunder Dragons. Fire the Graceful Charity. And draw into Book, Snatch, and Knock. I discard a Sinister and a whatchamacallit. I run the Tsukiyomi out. And he rings the Faith. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. You got me, bro. You ring the Faith there. Alright, awesome. 300's out. I instantly drop BLS. And I go for some damage here. 4,100 to the cheeks. Now he's only at 28. I set a Book and pass. And now he only has Tsukiyomi and a Thunder Dragon. He sets 2 and passes. I draw into a Trap Dust Shoot. And I just go right into battle here. And he's got a Mirror Force. So I instantly Solemn the Mirror Force. And he Solemns my Solemn. Now, this play comes up. You can book a Moon here, but I didn't really know for sure. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm just not going to do it anyways. I mean, I could have, but I could have booked here. Because you're not chaining to Solemn. You're chaining to a new chain, is what I believe is the reason. But, so, I decide to set Dust Shoot and set Sinister and pass. He draws into a tomato. So he just sets the tomato and passes. He's only at 13 now because he soloed. I sack the serpent, knock the monster, and that is the match. GG. Damn, yeah, you did some questionable shit there, bro. Not gonna lie. But it is what it is. Have a good day or night, everybody. Till next time. Peace out. Bye.